Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhists, ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on Phật online channel. Hereafter, find major headlines of Buddhist activities of this week. HANOI, launching a concept on knowledge about pilgrimage to Buddha's land. Ho Chi Minh City, National REQUIEM celebrated in praying for COVID-19 death victims. Periodical UPOSATHA solemnly celebrated in Vietnam National Pagoda. Finland, Đại Thọ Pagoda performs Kathina ROBE offering in 2021. Social charity activities performed continually by Buddhists in the past time. The following are the news in details. On the occasion of the 75th anniversary of India's independence, the 40th anniversary establishment of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and the 50th anniversary establishment of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and India, on November 15, 2021, at Quang Sư Pagoda, Hanoi City, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Central Board cooperated with the Indian Embassy in Hanoi and the Momo application to launch a multi-choice contest on knowledge about Buddhism and Buddha's life.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable Thích, Standing Vice Chairman of the Central Board of the VBS, Venerable Thích, Secretary, Vice Manager of Office 1 of the VBS, Venerable Thích, Standing Member of the VBS, Vice Manager of Office 1 of the VBS, Venerable Thích Quang Tiếp, Member of the Administrative Council VBS. Attending the ceremony were Mr. Pranay Vainer, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of India in Vietnam, Ms. Rachna Srivata, First Secretary of India Embassy in Hanoi, Acting Director of Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, Mr. Đỗ Đức Toàn, Director in charge of Momo e-wallet company. The representatives of the Information and Communication section of the VBS, Buddhist Đàm Trung Huy, introduced the contest rules. It was to improve the understanding of Buddhist knowledge in the community of monks, nuns, Buddhists, and people who love Buddhism. Speaking at the meeting, the Indian ambassador wished that the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Central Committee would cooperate with the Indian Embassy in the application of 4.0 technology in Dharma propagation, so that everyone in the community can learn about Buddhist knowledge and Buddha's life. On this occasion, the ambassador introduced the culture, traditional festivals, and famous places of relics in India that are of world tourist interest. Mr. Đỗ Đức Toàn also said that the Buddhist Knowledge Quiz competition would be spread strongly among the Buddhist-loving community through the Momo wallet application and the official VBS websites giác ngộ.vn, Phật sự Online, An Viên Television, and Buddhist Social Network, Buddha. Accordingly, the online multiple-choice contest is divided into 3 rounds, starting at 8 p.m. on November 25th, 2021, December 14, 2021, and December 21st, 2021, at the link worldwideweb.anvintv.com.vn/kiến thức Phật giáo. Round 1 includes 30 multiple-choice questions to be answered within 45 minutes. The 100 people with the most correct answers and earliest submissions will participate in Round 2. Round 2 includes 30 questions to be answered within 45 minutes. The 18 people with the most correct answers and earliest submission of entries will be qualified for Round 3. Round 3 includes 50 questions to be answered within 60 minutes. The 3 best people with the most correct answers and earliest submission will be selected for the final round in India, which is expected to be held in the first quarter of 2022. All questions and answers in Vietnamese with the topic of knowledge about Buddhism, Buddhist life, and Buddhist architecture. The results will be announced on the fan page and personally informed via email and phone number directly. The total prize value is up to 50 million Vietnam dong in cash for the best candidates who passed the first 2 rounds. The special prize is a travel package in India for 3 people with the best exam results.
In order to pay tribute to the officers, soldiers, medical staff, and the people who have sacrificed their lives in frontline work of epidemic prevention and partly alleviate the pains and loss caused by the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, on the morning of November 18, 2021, the VBS Central Session coordinated with the Administrative Board of Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha to solemnly organize a national requiem for COVID-19 victims at Vietnam National Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City.
In witness, it was honored to have the most venerables of the Buddhist Council of Patrons, the Buddhist Administrative Council, the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Administrative Board, representatives of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, leaders of city authorities, monks, nuns, Buddhists, and relatives of the COVID-19 victims. At 8 a.m., the dignitaries and the masses gathered in the hall to celebrate the ceremony for the requiem. According to the Buddhist concept, death in the current epidemic situation is an unusual death, called sudden death to be excavated, so it is in need of spiritual support. After the ceremony of offering incense in commemoration, the venerables, outermost venerables with their compassion, morality, and dignity join with monks and nuns, Buddhists, and authorities at all levels to single-mindedly pray, worshipping for heroic cadres, soldiers, army men, frontline workforces who have sacrificed their lives, the souls of those who unfortunately passed away during the pandemic to be reborn in a peaceful realm. Next, Most Venerable Thích Trang and the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Rituals Board continue to perform traditional Buddhist spiritual rituals, chanting the Amitabha Sutra, offering miracles, and giving food to the souls. It is known that after only 2 days of announcing about the praying in the Great National Requiem in Vietnam National Pagoda, the organizing section received thousands of registrations. In order to ensure the health and safety of the attending individuals and the community, attendees with limited number have been asked to be tested for COVID-19 and comply with epidemic prevention measures during the Great National Requiem, while COVID-19 pandemic is still complicatedly ravaging. Vietnam has experienced 4 waves of COVID-19 spell, of which the number of cases has surpassed the 1 million mark in the 4th wave alone. The total number of deaths by the end of the 17th of November was 23,337, accounting for 2.2% of the total number of infections. Vietnam National Pagoda was built in 1963 after a non-violent struggle against the policy of religious inequality in the South. Later, in 2017, the pagoda was newly built and expanded. The highlight is the 13-story stupa, 63 meters high, the place to worship the immortal heart relic of Bodhisattva TIểông. On the evening of the 19th of November, the memorial ceremony for victims of COVID-19 took place at Unification Hall, Thống Nhất Hall, District 1. At the same time, the city organized the release of lanterns and mobilized religious friaries in the area to ring bells. The ships, boats, barges, and the like anchored at the ports had also been informed to pay homage by horning the whistle.
On the morning of November 18, 2021, the Monastic Dignitary of Patron Board, the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Administrative Board, together with the standing monks of Administrative Board in 24 districts, gathered in the Vietnam National Pagoda to attend the monthly periodical UPOSATHA ceremony.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable Thích Quảng, head of the City Buddhist Administrative Board. At the ceremony, the venerable monks gathered for the patriarchal hall and paid homage to the patriarchs. At Great Bell Shrine, the most venerable master of the city Buddhist Sangha burned incense to address the Buddha and conducted the UPOSATHA ceremony according to the Zen sex rituals. After paying homage to the patriarchs through the generations of the patriarchal ancestors, the venerables dignified in front of the main hall, bowed to the Buddha, repented, and listened to the precepts of monks and bodhisattvas. UPOSATHA is one of the specific activities of the Sangha, and for the monks to listen to the Dharma precepts that have been received on a monthly basis for the monks of all levels of the Sangha in Ho Chi Minh City. UPOSATHA meeting takes place at exactly 6 a.m. on the 14th day of the lunar calendar every month. This is an opportunity for the monks to remind each other of the precepts of monastic life, thereby developing wisdom in purity, preserving the life of the Sangha. On this occasion, the periodical UPOSATHA ceremony is arranged in conjunction with the Great Requiem for the COVID-19 victims, organized by the VBS Central Committee and the Buddhist Administrative Board of Ho Chi Minh City.
Đại Thọ Pagoda is the first Theravada Buddhist temple in Kerala City, Finland, led by Venerable Thích Minh Tuấn as the abbot. On November 13, 2021, a great ceremony to offer the Kathina robes took place as a ritual for the annual tradition of Theravada Buddhism.
The ceremony was warmly welcomed by the Venerable from HANOI, the monks of Wat Buddharam Numijari, and the monks of Wat Hamathur Kru Temple, with the participation of Vietnamese Buddhists, Thai Buddhists, and Finnish Buddhists. After the rituals of worshipping the three jewels, chanting for precepts and equanimity, the assembly listened to the Dharma talk, preached by Venerable from HANOI. Next in the program, the entire ashram respectfully performed the ceremony of offering Kathina robes and circumambulated the Buddha 3 times around the main hall, in deep recitation of the traditional verse offering the robes. The ceremony took place in a dignified atmosphere, with the special rituals of Theravada Buddhism such as taking the precepts, monastic declaration of the Sangha, giving and receiving robes, wishing for peace, and praying in REQUIEM. At the end of the program, the organizing board expressed gratitude to the donors' families for giving the Kathina robe and the Buddhist ladies who had offered food and a variety of cakes. At the same time, the organizers also sincerely thanked those who had supported the meritorious deeds to make the Kathina robes offering ceremony a perfect achievement. It was then the prayer for the blessing of the 3 jewels to always bless the attendees and their families with peace of mind, health, and happiness. The ceremony ended in joy for the attending people.
Over the past week, the charity activities performed by Buddhist Administrative Board in southern provinces, along with laity and sponsors, continue to take place in many localities to support the disadvantaged people who overcome difficulties in the complicated context of the COVID-19 pandemic.
In Bình Thuận, Buddhist Administrative Board opened a zero-dome market and gave away 3 ventilators. On the morning of November 17, 2021, at the Children's Cultural House in Phan Thiết City, the Administrative Board and the Provincial Buddhist Social Center opened a zero-dome market for 600 households and donated 3 ventilators to the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Bình Thuận Province. In his opening remarks, Venerable Thích Quảng Cao said, "This is from the heart of monks, nuns, Buddhists, and sponsors towards compatriots who are facing the difficulties due to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. I hope you all follow the epidemic prevention regulations so that life could return to normality soon." At the ceremony, Venerable Thích Quảng Pháp presented 3 ventilators to the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee to support people being treated at medical facilities. In Trà Vinh, Phật Tâm Pagoda cooperates with the Charity Kitchen, Ho Chi Minh City, to give 250 gifts to disadvantaged people. On the morning of November 15, 2021, the monks of Phật Tâm Pagoda and Nghĩa Charity Meal Kitchen, Ho Chi Minh City, organized a gift giving to people in difficult circumstances in Phước Hảo Commune, Châu Thành District, Trà Vinh Province. The charity team gave 250 gifts and accessories to the disadvantaged people. The value of each gift is 300,000 Vietnam dong. The team hoped that the gifts would continue to helping people overcome difficulties and stabilize their lives. Kim Cang Monastery joins efforts with the party committee and government of Cần Thơ City in prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic. On the morning of November 13, 2021, Venerable Thích Nguyên Chiếu, abbot of Kim Cang Monastery, donated 2,000 protective suits, 50,000 N95 medical masks, and 1,000 pairs of gloves to serve the pandemic prevention workforce of the Cần Thơ City People's Committee. Currently, the disease situation in Cần Thơ City has returned to complication. Local authorities are trying their best to implement measures to prevent the disease. Medical supplies and equipment as gifts are extremely valuable and carry in many practical meanings. The city authority will distribute medical supplies to hotspots, providing timely support to local forces for epidemic prevention. In Ho Chi Minh City, Buddhist Administrative Board in District 4 donates 120 million Vietnam dong to Nguyễn Hữu Thọ Scholarship Fund. On November 15, at Phật Bủ Pagoda, Venerable Thích Minh Bảo, on behalf of the Administrative Board, donated 120 million Vietnam dong to the Nguyễn Hữu Thọ Scholarship Fund. The Venerable said, "This is the amount of money donated by monks, nuns, and Buddhists in District 4 to help the poor and studious students in the district and contribute to incubate the young Vietnamese thinkers and intellectuals." Củ Chi District Buddhist Administrative Board brought out the program Rise of Compassion. On the morning of November 14, 2021, the Administrative Board of Buddhist Sangha in Củ Chi District coordinated with the district's Fatherland Front Committee to organize the first round of gift giving in the program series Rise of Compassion. This is an activity to celebrate the 40th anniversary establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, November 7, 1981, November 7, 2021, in hailing the Great National Unity Day, peak month of action for the poor by the Buddhist Administrative Board of Củ Chi District in collaboration with the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of the district. The program is scheduled for gift giving to poor, new poor, and disadvantaged households in the whole district. The gift giving program is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 is scheduled on November 14, 2021. The charity team gave 1,080 gifts and 30 million Vietnam dong go on to school scholarship to local people with a total budget of 375 million Vietnam dong. Next, the second and third phases will be held on November 21st and November 28, 2021. Kiều Đàm Nunnery presents 300 gifts to the blind. On the morning of November 14, 2021, Kiều Đàm Nunnery, District 3, in collaboration with Lão Nhà Quê Charity Fund and VU Nam Medicine and Pharmacy Company, HANOI, organized to give gifts to the blind from the provinces Ho Chi Minh City, Bình Dương, Tây Ninh, Long An, and Bến Tre. This is an annual activity of Kiều Đàm Nunnery held once a month and has been maintained for over the past 10 years. In a time with no epidemic, once a month, the temple arranges a car to bring the blind to the nunnery to practice the retreat, a peaceful day for the blind and gift givings. Since the outbreak of the pandemic, Master Nun Thích Nữ Minh Đăng has mobilized sponsors to join hands for 300 gifts given to the blind people with a total fund of 150 million Vietnam dong. In Lâm Đồng, Administrative Board, City Social Charity Section of Đà Lạt City continues to support people with more than 8 tons of agricultural products during the pandemic. From November 10 to 15, 2021, the Administrative Board and Buddhist Social Center of Đà Lạt City continues to give over 8 tons of vegetables and accessories as donations to pagodas and support poor people and disadvantaged families living in places where the COVID-19 pandemic is still complicated in the southern provinces. During the past, the Buddhist Administrative Board and the Buddhist Social Center of Đà Lạt City continually dispatch many trucks carrying dozens tons of agricultural products from farms in the highlands to the epidemic center to help people overcome difficulties. In Kon Tum, the Provincial Board of Buddhist Social Charity supports people in the quarantine area and the frontline workforce with over 3,400 charity meals. From 7 to 16 November 2021, Master Nun Liên Nhân, head of the Buddhist Social Charity Board in Kon Tum Province, with the help of nuns, Buddhist and local and foreign sponsors, has provided more than 3,400 charity meals to support patients at the field hospital and isolation areas, the frontline workforce at Sa Thầy checkpoint. Besides, Master Nun also gave over 100 gifts to people in Trang village. Accompanying in this volunteering activity were the Master Nun Thích Nữ Tố Liên, Ho Chi Minh City, Nun Thích Nữ Đồng Nguyên, with Reverend Buddhists and sponsors at home and abroad.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed up this weekly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on Phật sự online channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.